Brian always brings home the cheapest looking shit ever.
Yeah, this is about the tampons.
Oh, did you know?
Checkmate. You sunk my battleship.
I totally bought the cheapest tampons, and God damn it!
How cheap were these tampons?
I mean, they were store brand.
They weren't like Uncle Chuckles, like nickel tampons.
No.
Apparently, it's like a fourth tier of tampons in which they actively try to creep out their audience with the name Uncle Chuckles.
Uncle Chuckles secret sticks.
Oh my
Uncle
God.
Chuckles, middle fingers, stuff them right in. OMG, WTF, LOL, BBQ. Hey man, it's Tuesday night, which means it's time for us to bring you the best of the worst of the internet ever since 1773. Hello, beautiful people. I'm Brian Brushwood, live in Austin, Texas. Joined, as always, by the inimitable Justin Robert Young. Hey, Justin, remember when I said couldn't remember what I needed to remember? I just remembered we have a guest, and I don't have a place for him to call.
Oh, that. Reminded me of that. Remember when we started the show in 1773?
Yeah, it was a while back.
Fucking dicks decided to overstage us with their fucking America bullshit.
Well, I mean, it was fine at first, but it's like, we're trying to do our show, and, we're making jokes about the dreg at the bottom of Mead, real topical, high-end stuff, and these pamphleteers out there are like, no taxation without representation.
Oh, whatever. Bill, but seriously, motherfuckers be getting to the bottom of a meat casket, and you're like, come on, man.
You expect me to drink all this? What is this?
I mean, like, there was some sentiment. Can I get a witness?
All right, I'm logging into the guest account, and hopefully I'll be able to get.
We got a hell of a show, and let me set everything up while you're getting our guests ready to go. Not only are we going to have a top flight guest that has never been on the show before,
finally,
we are also going to talk about the future of Brian Brushwood and network television. We are going to implore you to help us win an award. We're going to play Don't Get Brody'd, and I'll tell you what, we're gonna update you on a fucking million different. We're gonna take a trip to the projects, Brian.
Is that what we're calling it now?
Yeah, it's called Once Upon a Time in the Projects.
It sounds legit to me. Hey, how about we bring our fabulous guest on? Ladies and gentlemen, you know him and love him as the author of Citadel 32. Please welcome, for the first time to the show, Mr. Tom Merritt. Who's not sending audio. It's
Tell
not.
you what, Brian, when you start a good show, you can just feel it, right?
You can
like
feel
that
the
electricity
energy crackling, right? I mean, there's something to it that's unmistakable, undeniable. You sort of know when you're in it to flail
it's
about
a feedback
awkwardly.
loop, right? Like you're just like, oh shit, oh here it comes, jizz.
Oh wait, hold on. Tom was definitely sending audio. I had his channel muted. Ladies and gentlemen,
I don't have to be on the show. It's fine. I can take a hint.
Well, it's not that we care about you being on the show this time. We just want to make sure you never want to come on again. So we're
tried
hitting
that before,
hard.
and I still keep coming back.
Man, me and Tom did an FSL episode today. That like when I hung up with him, I'm like, what the fuck is my life? Like, what the hell is happening in my life that just happened and it was as funny as it was? Like, it's so weird.
No
And you guys-
spoilers?
It was a high school book report meets FSL tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, because
it's
you had to watch, because you're now at the point where you're reaching into franchises that you're not already familiar with, and so you need to do
Oh, no,
research.
I assume Justin was very
Oh
familiar.
yeah, no, I'm familiar with it. Hey, listen, man. Like this is what happens. Cute girls give you books to read in college, and you do it. And that's what I did. And I went and read that book.
You say 1984. I like history. I'll read that book.
Fuck, I love Van Halen.
I might as well jump up and read this book.
I mean, as well jump into your pants playing this album for you.
So you guys will enjoy that. That's coming out soon. Brian, I've brought Tom here because we got some serious issues to talk about.
What's that, sir?
Apparently, old maid television has come a-calling to your house again.
Yeah, dude. I guess we got to talk about it right now because they sent me documents that I haven't looked at yet, and I guess the moment I sign them, I'll be obligated to keep secrets. But And I know
Documents were just of an old wizard showing his dick. Like, sign your name inside
But they do want
his
him to
dick.
sign
You
it,
have
yeah.
to keep the secret by way of the shining wizard. Shining, of course, being the term of when you show your dick as opposed to when you show your butt. That's mooning.
You wouldn't deprive an old man his staff.
Oh my goodness.
Staph infection. So we're still waiting to hear back on whether or not we'll do a second season of hacking the system. But in the meantime, I'm free to do appearances and stuff on any broadcast television stuff. And then I'm sure that they blanket this thing a million miles wide to ask anyone if they want to be on this show. But some talent scout hit me up to ask if I wanted to come do a set for Penn and Teller's Fool Us. And I didn't even respond, to be honest. I got the email, and then I forwarded it to Teller saying, LOL, guess I'm ineligible. and Teller was like, hey, for the record, we are strictly insulated from having anything to do with the production side. We literally have nothing whatsoever. We've designed it so that we just show up, and we have no idea what we're going to see. And he said, you should talk to him. Maybe it'd be fun. We've had friends come and be on the show and try to fool us before, because I mean, it's like saying like a magician who knows Teller is like saying a magician. I mean, it's like
it is literally saying a magician. I mean, again, I've said it once. I will say it a million times. Magic is 7 people wide.
Yes, yes.
Here's a real fact. If you're whoever you would consider to be the top of the magic industry, right? The most famous, most rich, most powerful person who practices stage magic. If you are 11 years old and are learning your first magic trick and you record it on YouTube, you can put it up in a message board, and if it is good enough, it will be seen by the most powerful person in magic. And fucking in behind closed doors, we all know the chain of events that would take to get there. We could name names.
Yeah, and yes, no, absolutely. And plus, I know it's like whether you're 11-year-old or not, Teller's always been good about responding to every email that I send him. And so it's like, well, I guess that's what I got to do, because clearly, there's some 12-year-olds who dig scam school, which horrifies me. And so they write, and then I make sure to respond to all of them. So at any rate, he's like, yeah, talk to them. And so we talked to him, or I'm like, hey, what's going on? Yeah, no, Teller said I should talk to you guys. What are you guys looking for? And
did you try to big time him like my personal friend Teller? I don't know. Have you heard of him? His name's on your email address. He told me to contact you. What's your name, Greg?
And Greg says, you know what? You're the 12th person that said that
I
today.
know. It's like, I'm not impressed, bro.
We've only contacted 11 people. Somebody called randomly.
Teller told me to call you.
So, so at any rate, we call, or I send it to him, and he's like, hey, what do you got? And I sent him a bunch of links. I'm like, here's some of the stuff we could do with the stage show. I would probably go with this routine. I picked a routine because if you haven't seen I have not seen a full episode of the show. I've only seen little clips on the internet, right? And I know the conceit is that you're supposed to try to fool Penn and Teller.
Some friend you are.
Oh, bomb.
Wah, wah, wah. Now I think of
How many episodes of Hacking the System has Teller seen?
Bomb.
Donut.
Double bird. So, and I picked one that the conceit of the show is that you're ostensibly supposed to go on and try to fool Penn and Teller. Truthfully, it's very clearly just an excuse to showcase polished material from working professionals, right? And it never occurred to me that I would actually try to fool them, mainly because I may have asked Teller for help in designing some of the effects that I'm most proud of as foolers in the show. But I picked something I liked, and I was sending it over. But then, I mean, should I name names about, because I had a crisis of conscience, because I said I wanted to do it, and then 2 of my friends from NACA said they wanted to do it as well, because it just seemed like it would be fun, and we're like, wow, it'll be just like going to NACA, only we'll be on TV on the same weekend in Las Vegas hanging out together, right? What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Sorry, whenever you say NACA, I have to put a hat on.
Okay, that is in the bylaws.
Them's the rules.
Never
right?
forget.
So now, so what are your hesitations?
Well, should I name names? Somebody injected me with a seed of doubt.
You just list hesitations as they are your own.
the hesitation is like there's a little voice inside my ear sometimes, and the little voice says, "Hey man, you have your own TV show. Why would you go on a competition reality show and compete with all the other competitors?" And I think, I'm not competing. I don't care. I don't think I'm going to win. I'm not doing it for that.
People who go on reality shows, Brian, are people who don't have television shows. They're desperate. They'll try anything to get their face in front of the camera. That's why people go on American Idol. That's why people go on America's Next Top Model. Why would you do that when you already have a resume? You already have a successful career, Brian. Why?
I mean,
They're just greedy, desperate little addicts that are like, ooh, give me fame. Give me fame. Can I suck your dick for fame?
mind if I suck your dick for fame?
Is that the
I'm a
trick you're
wizard.
gonna pull?
Yeah, that's my trick. It's the
Because I'm pretty
disappearing
sure that you
wand.
know how that one's done.
So, well, and so it never occurred to me that it might look bad for me. I figured that if you already know who I am, then you're like, oh, how cute. Brian did a funny, irreverent punk rock routine. Because one of the things I realized is I could recraft one of the routines I have and make the promise at the beginning that I was going to commit an actual crime. And then actually, no lie, no hesitation. Because this was, I described it to Bonnie. I'm like, wouldn't this be awesome if I did
know.
XYZ and committed an actual crime? And it's like, if
But like you don't, because at the end everything turns out all right.
either I do real magic or I commit a crime punishable by a $100 fine and up to 6 months in jail.
Did he deface federal currency? No one will ever know for sure. It could be magic.
Well, and I mean, I guess I'll tip part of the bit. It involves money, but like defacing currency is totally legal. Like you could draw, you could doodle on that. That's all totally fine. But when you burn it, the actual statute, I think is like Title 12, Section 330 or something like that.
Wait,
says-
I was just making that up about currency. That was actually the bit.
What? How did you know that? Magic.
Well, and so the idea is like apparently burning currency, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you destroy currency with the intent to render it unspendable, which is clearly what I'm going to be doing when I light it on fire, that is a crime punishable up to $100 and up to 6 months in jail.
Wait. In America, you can burn a flag, but you can't burn currency, Brian.
That's right. That's right. Now you could once you get in front of the judge say, well, my goal wasn't to render the currency ineligible. It was to entertain the people. So that makes it okay, right? It's performance arts.
It's real freaking entertaining to just burn a hay bales full of $1,000 bills.
What happens if you made a person out of money and they were burning an American flag and they accidentally singed their fingertips? What about that, Obama?
So at any rate, I love this idea of doing like a little performance art piece and just, having a chance to showcase a routine that I really like.
It
Many
also
people
helps that it is Teller. I mean, there's going to be a moment in which you will be up on stage and you will do something, and they will cut to Teller, who is a mentor to you both professionally and personally, and he is going to do one of those great Teller, Marceau
delightful
kind of faces of like.
Brian, there's absolutely nothing wrong with this. This is not a reality show like Celebrity, I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, or America's Next Top Model. This is an entertainment show. It's meant to highlight people with professional talent. In fact, it's a boon to them for you to go on as the star of Hacking the System. I don't see any problem with this.
And I think you should be drinking Boone's Farm to celebrate.
Oh, gross.
live on air.
my
I just get up there and my whole set's just making fun of them. They're like, unlike some teetotaling prudes, I'm going to get a little wet up here.
Oh my gosh.
Some happy hobo in the chat room.
and then like to drive them nuts on atheism. I'm like, can we take a minute and pray to God who's totally real? Sinners.
Now,
Happy hobo has this idea.
And then you grab Teller and say something.
Wait, what was that, Justin?
This idea is going to take your act to the next level. You get up, you do your routine, you burn money. You're like, oh shit, that's an actual crime. But wait, it isn't. Look outside. We're in international waters. On a
dude, I love that. Couldn't they just cut to a feed that, that's just camera
Well, and
tricks.
Avatar GUI makes a very good point because he says, isn't that what you said before you went on America's Got Talent? That worked out well, didn't it? And I just thought,
Oh, really?
That experience can never be unhad.
Yeah, except that experience involved Brian's whole family sitting in a room when they told us you're going to be like first on, and then it was nightfall and the babies are crying because there's no food that they can eat because of allergies.
Oh, is this,
And I'm
is
just
this
like-
a personal diss track to America's Got
Oh
Talent?
my God. I'm like, they held us captive and they didn't provide food. I'm just like, oh man. So angry at them.
Yeah.
And then they got out and they're like, meh. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, for those of you guys, it's clear from the chat room a few people didn't hear the story. Yeah, I figured, what the hell, who cares? What could go wrong? I don't really care. But then I forgot that the whole conceit of the show is you're either a god or a demon. And I did a trick I did the hand stab thing, and enough people thought I actually stabbed my hand that they decided to turn it into a boo thing or whatever.
Yeah.
And realizing that I would like to think that I had presence of mind throughout all this and that this was all part of a master strategy. It may have just been just gut instinct. I decided I wanted to make the footage unusable, so I stood and argued philosophy of entertainment with the judges.
You
for
totally
5
made
minutes.
it unusable. You did. You made it just
Well,
trash.
I mean, yeah, it turned out like that, right? Because all of a sudden, and I'm on the phone with Brian. Brian's kind of nervous, like, oh my God, like I'm up there, like yelling at the judges. Like, I mean, like you can just see that like entire second act is like, just like, well, I don't know. Have you thought about? It's
No,
just
and it
like
wasn't-
all the fucking like reality show sound effects, but instead, like it looked like you were just part of like. Anyway, Dallas had some great magic, and it's like I got a magic trick. And that was it.
Big
Like,
reaction,
It wasn't
yeah,
even
yeah.
any X's on you.
But like Brian didn't even make it fun. Like, what y'all talking about? That's the best magic, Like,
No,
getting
it
all
was
crazy.
it was very
No,
flat
it was
and
very.
measured.
Yeah, he was just like, this was all thought out, and this was done this way.
Well,
I mean,
and-
just about as boring as
And I
you
did.
can
I
get,
said, Teller of Penn and Teller told me that the heart of all great magic is surprise, and that's all I really wanted to do is come out and give you guys a surprise. I mean, you guys were surprised, weren't you? And they're
and they're like,
and they're
how
like,
boring
well, yeah.
is that?
Yeah. And I was like, well, yeah, then that was a pretty good magical effect. I mean, you didn't actually believe I stabbed my hand. You're like, well, actually, I did. You're like, that's even better.
See, there we go. And that's what happened when you drop Teller's name. Like
I know.
unlike with Greg, it didn't open the doors. I think you should do it. I think you are going to do it, and it shoots pretty soon, right?
Yeah, a couple weeks. I
It's
got
the last we can talk about it, by the way. Like, if we are talking about it now and you are to do it, it means that we go radio silent from here on out. If you hear that Brian is in another city and he's working on a thing, then just go ahead and put two together.
I'll tell you what. Here's the thing: is right now it's my intention to sign a piece of paper and plan to go to Vegas in a couple of weeks. But who knows, Justin? I may suddenly decide to go on vacation for a couple of days, as I am wont to do.
You are. You are sometimes want to do that. You know what
Hey,
else
Brian,
people want to do?
If you sign your name with 3 O's, does that make it like?
It makes it
out of it?
awesome. It makes it brush. Woo!
And then you can be, I'm not Brian Brushwood with 3 O's.
That works for me.
See, I think of the Willie Nelson style. Like he just appears on stuff. He like sits in with other people and does all sorts of music all the time.
I don't think he's asked though. He just shows up. And people
Yeah,
are like,
I
"Dude,
know.
it's Willie Nelson. All right,
Exactly.
fine."
He is-
Bonnie, when you smoke that much, when the kush is that loud, sometimes you just wander into places. Like, so you can't help yourself.
And when you're Willie Nelson, no one drives you away. They're like, "Oh, Willie Nelson. Yeah, sure. Have a seat. Place. I don't care. Yeah, that's awesome."
Yeah, but like he's
Brian,
still
today's the
relevant.
last day of the podcast awards.
No, it's already over.
done.
It closed at 10 o'clock this morning.
Wait, really? No, today's the last day.
Today is the last day. After 10 Eastern or Central or something, vote. Like if you go now, you won't be able to vote, I believe.
10 tonight or this morning?
This morning.
Fuck me.
Podcast awards here. I'm going to try to make a vote. Oh, wait, no, it does let me. And I can use the bookmarklet. So I take it back.
No,
yeah.
11 p.m. Eastern time right now. So we only have 12 minutes.
12 minutes. The spirits, they
Go
can make it
and
happen.
vote.
Everybody
Go
vote.
and
Vote the
Go
slate.
and vote.
Yeah, vote the slate. T2T2.eu/pod awards. That is T2T2.eu/pod awards. It will not matter if you are listening via podcast. However, if you are joining us on diamondclub.tv, as you can every single Tuesday at 7 p.m., Pacific time, 10 p.m. Eastern time, then you are able to help us keep going. And,
yeah,
and you want to know what?
It says 9 o'clock Eastern time, but it still clearly can let me. I don't want to click the wrong ones here. If only I had a bookmarklet that made this way easy.
Listen, who knows, man? Fucking keep voting right now.
Yeah.
Like, let's just say theoretically, it doesn't look like these people know fucking
Just
how shit
pretend
works.
you're in
so-
Chicago. That's all.
Just what?
Pretend you're in Chicago.
Oh yeah, no, I know exactly where you're headed with that. If you got a loved one who wants to vote by proxy from heaven, then by all means do what they would have wanted and vote on their behalf.
Of course, that also means you have to vote for
fucking
Mayor Dan.
1960 Nixon campaign agenda, bringing up these scurrilous rumors about how John F. Kennedy was elected.
Listen, I want to point out that I was not the first one to make a Nixon reference on this show.
I would like to say that I feel like you willed me into doing it. This is like your Svengali way of pushing me toward Nixon references. We're going to reward everybody for voting their goddamn dicks off, Brian. And that's by giving them a fucking rock doc.
Dude.
Oh my God, yeah. Do we want to go ahead and load that up? Let me
Hell
get this.
yeah, man.
Right.
Now, a lot of people might have watched the show last episode, and they were like, oh, man, that was great. That little retrospective you guys did about the entire weekend of South by Southwest. But what would be better, since I wasn't able to make it to South by So Wasted or be able to catch the amazing Meerkat streams from Brian Brushwood, Jury Facts, where everybody who is curating them on diamondclub.tv, is to just maybe get a sense of some of the music that was happening there. So we commissioned Brant and Bryce, Gatawag and Neshcom, to shoot and edit not only the performances, but also to do little wraparounds with me and Brian the next day. And I'll be good motherfucking goddamned if they didn't come out with an honest-to-goodness, real deal Holyfield rock doc.
Yeah, dude, I just created a tiny URL. If you go to tinyurl.com/NARockdoc, all lowercase letters, and you will be taken straight to the South by So Wasted 40-minute documentary. It came out great, man. Hang on, let's take just a little moment, give some applause to Neshcom here. Holy shit, man. South by So Wasted. Lived up to its name.
It was, I think that was, we're in a very fortunate position because every time we do a live event, I leave saying that's the best live event we've ever done.
Yeah, so far we're 5-0
Yeah.
on that.
We're really, really good at everything, so fucking we're done. Just play that over a loop over and over again because we're the
All right, anyway, it's way good. The audio is great. You get good performances, and we'd like to chop out some of the bits that we got from the Possum Posse because just so we can give them more of their live show presence on YouTube.
Now, God in our chat room says, man, that was released a week ago. And I would say, well, number one, you're fucking God. You're omnipotent. So fucking it was released the fucking 80 billion years ago and you conceived of the universe, dick. You don't have to show the fuck off. Number two, yes, it was released a week ago to patrons. And we'll get back to the benefits of patronage. But everybody go ahead and check it out. YouTube.com/Night Attack Show is where it is. Or bit.ly.
Tiny URL.
tinyurl.com /NA rock ROCKDOC.
That's right. Brant and Bryce, man, fantastic work, both of you guys. They double hustled. Let's thank our patrons real quick. For those of you guys wondering, like, why am I throwing money at these guys who just tell jokes and personal stories? Well, number one, because you're a great person. That's why. Number two, because you get insider benefits. For example, like early access to the pre-show, the post-show, and rock documentaries when we're able to throw them together. And I'll tell you what, man, you're changing our life with your over $2,000 a week that we're able to spend on all of our production capabilities and filling out both studios and flying Justin out here and me out there. And there's 1,837 of them. You know, even if you just say, like, I want to be in the club, yeah, what, 50 cents? 50 cents gets you voting shares. Is that right?
Absolutely. And that means that you will get to vote on all the decisions that we have for the upcoming Merritt Tapes exclusive.
Yeah, which is coming out soon. Wow, that was a hell of a set of sessions. I'm really excited about those.
No, I'm
remember
actually
nothing
I'm
about
pumped.
that.
I was just thinking about it today. I'm like, man, I would love to listen to it. And then I'm like, oh shit, we need to listen to it.
That's a bit of an obligation for us.
No, yeah, it's gonna be fucking awesome, and we are inching ever closer to the 2,500 goal, which is once a month. Either I come out to Austin, Brian
hold
comes
up.
out.
Let me see them pinkies. Let me see that pinky. That pinky dough. In the same studio once a month. And we're only, what, $250 away?
Yeah, no, it's like it's real. It's real enough for me to start having minor panic attacks about
Come
actually
on,
making
there's
it
one of you
happen
guys
because,
out there that has like 500,000 shares of IBM that you bought in 1967. You can just sell like 3 of them and finish up the $250. Just
Or
do
sell
it right now.
500 of them and just, we could take things to a whole new level. We'll invent new categories for them.
We
Yeah.
also had some ideas for what we might do when we're in the same studio, but we're gonna save that for our third bit, or once upon a time in the projects bit.
Yeah.
I see here in the doc, which by the way we have a doc. That's how serious we're taking the fucking
What's up,
show.
Doc?
Right now.
Oh, wait, that was the other thing I was hoping to open. That was the thing that I opened, but in the pre-show. Go ahead, keep going.
Apparently Bonnie's got a theory.
Oh, about what?
Oh, Bonnie, this has been
Oh no, what?
this has been a 15.
I need to isolate that. Oh no, what?
That's a useful bit of sound right there.
Bonnie's had this
Sorry.
theory for 15 years that we've argued back and forth.
Oh God, I think I know what this is.
And I just want a judge's ruling from the audience. You remember the Prince song "When Doves Cry"?
Sure.
Of course, yeah. Maybe I'm just like Prince. I play this song, yada yada yada. Doves cry.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so there's this one part where he kind of takes a moment to do like a vocal solo where he goes.
I think each person should do their best to replicate that.
Yeah, what does that
Justin, your
moment
time.
sound like?
Hold on, wait a minute. Let's actually. I mean, just to fucking make this unpostable on YouTube, I feel like we need to just play a little bit of When Doves Cry for people who
You
might
gotta play me
not
that part you're
understand. Because
talking
again,
about.
listen,
No,
this is the
before you
internet,
do,
Brian.
I
People have
wanna-
been born. People were born 5 days ago, and they're starting to listen to this show now. So,
all right. So let's. Oh, this is definitely not the real thing.
Nope.
Nope.
I think this is a
Tom,
tiny
of course,
blog
Paul
version.
Porter.
Tom, maybe you could do it for us.
The
Do
big
you?
band style.
I don't know which part you're talking about off the top of my head.
When the doves start crying, what did they sound like?
All right, here we go. No, here. Okay, let's see if it'll play. Oh, dude, Prince has takedowns on all of this.
Oh yeah,
He
he's
does.
vicious.
Yeah, no, there's
We don't want to mess
Oh
with
no!
with
Rumor
Rogers
is
Nelson.
he does it by himself.
What?
He surfs YouTube and then emails people that work for him and just send them links. Like he is obsessive about it.
Wow.
Here's a guy doing a cover. Maybe that one. No, that's some kind of. All right, dang.
Here we go. Let me Brian Phil
Actually,
for a second.
you know what? Actually, I can find it on this hard drive. Look, we're gonna do copyright violation. We're gonna
Yeah,
do it.
All I
All
can think
It'll
of is
take
the
it
Michael
down.
Jackson sounds, the he kind of thing.
That
But
yeah, that's he
Is
does
that all
that,
it is?
right? Okay, but here's the.
is it the part in the lyrics where it says, "Don't cry, darling, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry"?
No. No, not so much.
That's the end of the song, apparently.
So the question is, all right, it'll take a while to search to bring it up. But the thing is the last thing he says before he does it is, "This is what it sounds like when doves cry." And then he proceeds to do his Michael Jackson sounds. And
I'm sure he'd really love
to be
Blink, blink, blink.
like
All I
totally
can remember is the
emulating
music.
somebody else, a contemporary.
This is what it sounds like when doves cry. Blink, 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 ding, ding.
that's the music, but
Right,
he has a vocal part, right?
Does he?
And so I gotta find this now. Just has
All right,
somebody.
it's loading here on my end. So keep talking, Brian. It's gonna come up.
Okay, well, and then also I think somebody just got it to us here through the friends over at Daily Motion.
There.
It's perfect. Here we go. All right, here we go. Oh no, wait. I think it's beforehand. I think it's. Wait for it. Here he is.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, but what?
Okay. All right. So
what-
now we're all on the same.
It's
page.
unremarkable though. That's why I couldn't remember.
What?
it.
Okay, what Bonnie has insisted.
That is burned on my brain. How could it be unremarkable?
What Bonnie has insisted for 15 years is that line, those two lines side by side, this is what it sounds like when doves cry, is him setting up, like he's essentially saying, I'm about to do my impression of doves crying. Listen, here's how it goes. And then he does that wailing.
Yes, I think you're absolutely right, Bonnie.
Thank you. See?
You're 100%
What are you
right. It's what
talking
I've
about?
always
The
thought.
entire
This is what
song
sounds like when
is
doves
spelling
cry.
out lyrically what this fucking sound is. This is what it sounds like when doves cry. Maybe I'm just like my father. He's never satisfied. This is like the entire song is this beautiful poetic illustration of this unlistenable sound, and then he spoils all of it by going like, no, but for real.
Yeah, this is in the recording, in my
Perfect
opinion.
year.
I mean, all right, so Justin, you're on the same page as me, right?
Yes, that's insane. That's absolutely crazy to think.
I agree with you. It's
Also,
insane.
It invalidates
that
the whole
you did
song.
that.
Where it's like, no, that whole shit about my father, my mother, fucking whatever. It sounds like this.
I mean, it's pretty clear. He says, this is what it sounds like when doves cry. Play some guitar. I think we're all in agreement that the guitar is not supposed to be the doves cry.
No, that's just true. I mean, I love the fact
It's
that
the whole point of the song.
There's
The
only-
whole point of the song is that you can't. It is you're filling in for this unhearable fucking tune, because the dove is a symbol of beauty and purity, and if it is to cry, it is the human suffering condition, and not.
no,
I
but
agree, he
seriously,
made a horrible choice when he decided to actually demonstrate what he thought doves cry.
that's when it really breaks down, doesn't it?
He's
really
making
does.
poor choices like his father. He's following in his father's footsteps.
Maybe it's intentional. I hadn't thought about that, Bonnie.
Yeah, I'm just like my mother. She always ruins the bit by getting too literal at the very end after you spend the entire time setting it up.
Okay, there's only one way is to be an empiricist.
Oh, and actually compared to the sound of doves crying.
Right.
Okay,
Like,
all right. I'll tell you what.
Go for it, chat room.
Sound of doves crying.
Yeah. Well,
All
and
right.
he might be a very bad impersonator of doves. So
Oh my
I don't
God,
think we
watch-
can have- I think
watch
all
it
we can
be
have
the
is a
best
positive result.
fucking
If it
impression
sounds
of
the
doves
same,
crying
then we
ever.
know he was trying.
I couldn't hear either of you guys during that, but here's dove cry one sound effect.
I feel like I nailed the fucking dove cry.
Yeah, you did a much better job.
All right, let's do it. Let's do an A/B test here. Here we go.
What it sounds like when doves cry.
I'm
Brickster in the chat says, that sounds like my father.
I would be
Think about
shocked
it,
if we do not have a mashup of this within the next.
I just want to keep this on the soundboard. Oh, wait, I double. Well. All right. Wow.
It needs a guitar underneath it, Brian.
Doves cry every day for bad magic. That's a good point.
Aww.
Hey, Justin, we want to bring back Don't Get Brody'd.
Well, I'm good goddamn glad you brought that up, Brian, because Don't Get Brody'd is the world's #1 show wherein you call in to this very program live. You tell us your best story, at which point me, Brian, and Tom will either give you slowly a thumbs up or a thumbs down. As soon as we all get a thumbs down, you get the trapdoor metaphorically pulled out from under you to the tune of this.
All right, yeah, we Brody you at that point.
Yeah, the Adrian Brody song by
Neil Cicerega.
Right. So, Brian, where are they calling?
They're calling in on Skype. It's a Night Attack show. Now, keep in mind, maybe don't have the best story. It doesn't have to be the best story. It doesn't have to be an epic story. It has to be a story that captures our attention instantly so that you don't get the trap door, you don't get gonged right at the beginning. All you have to do is just don't waste our time. Don't ask us how we're doing. Don't tell us don't set up the story too much because we're highly distractible.
Although there is the strategy, like the $1 on the Price is Right strategy, where you just come in and say, hey, I walked into Burger King and got some chicken fries, and then I left. And it's not time enough for all of us to throw a thumbs down. You just get in because this is rodeo style.
Yep.
Punch in, punch out.
And it ends when you say it ends. So if you get in with a 10-second story, everybody else eats their own nuts in quick succession, then you, sir, are the Don't Get Brody'd rodeo champion.
Jerry Fax
That's just going to make me go thumbs down faster thinking about that.
Jerry Fax says that everyone has to say, hey, guys, love the show.
I think that was a bit with call-in stuff for a little bit.
Yeah, that was a different one. So let me double check that the lines are open now. Yeah, Night Attack show is ready to go. We're ready to believe you. And by believe you, I mean...
what are some of the best...
We want to believe.
There we go.
What are some of the best Brody...
The best was the one that happened live at Nerdtacular, where somebody called in and set up this whole thing about his dad's porn stash that he found, and he was finally alone with it, and he opened it up, and it was... paintings of Jennifer Aniston naked.
Hand-drawn Jennifer Aniston that he found.
That's right. All right, here we got our first caller on the air. Powworth, you're on the line.
Hey guys, so I was taking a trip with my buddy one day. We just decided to stop and get gas. We start driving again. He lights up a cigarette, does not realize that his arm actually got caught and got coated in gasoline. So his arm actually sparks up. So we pull over to the side of the road really quick. He starts rolling around on the ground, trying to get it out. Sees a couple of cops that are parked nearby. Starts running at them. One of them actually pulls out his gun and shoots my friend in the shoulder.
No way!
Yeah. So I asked the cop, what the hell was he doing? He was just going to you guys for help. And the cop said, well, what do you expect when you run at a cop with a firearm?
Well played. Well played.
Hit with the dub crying, Brian.
33 seconds is the new one to beat. So the champion lasted 33 seconds.
No, wait, but no, I'm going to hit him with a 10-second fake penalty.
A 10-second fake? All right, so 23 seconds is the one beat. Robert Gonzalez is on the line. What's up, buddy?
All right, so when I drink heavily, I text myself so that I don't forget anything that happens. It's usually a bell curve, as when I'm sober, it makes sense. The more drunk I get, the more unintelligible it gets. So Halloween 2014, I go to a party. Around 3 a.m., I leave the party and wander into a FedEx print center. I spent the next 2 hours there at 3 a.m., dressed like an axe murderer, utilizing every single one of their printers, while the man behind the counter kept staring at me, getting increasingly nervous when I refused to leave and instead locked myself in his bathroom. That's when the text messages ended. I woke up the next day in a park with an $80 printing fee on my credit card, 8 Gatorade bottles, and a stack of the same photo I just kept printing.
What
was the photo?
What was the photo? Fuck you! He just left!
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Brodium.
He made it 43 seconds.
I don't know. I think we ought to see the photo in the chat.
Yeah,
See, that's the problem with the just tell the story.
Oh wait, hold on. He's calling back.
Oh, okay.
All right, Robert.
The photo was the same photo of my Ultimate Frisbee team that we took at the party. And by the way, Jennifer Aniston was found in the sewer. Had nothing to do with my dad at Nerdtacular.
God damn it. I'll tell you what. It was a fucking amazing, he fucking initially said that, right? and like this is. That's all I could think of. Well, what was the photo that he printed over 4,000 times? And did he really buy 8 Gatorade bottles?
And who can spend
Those
2
questions.
hours in the bathroom?
Yo, man, I'm gonna be real with you. I had hemorrhoids, so it was very uncomfortable in the bathroom.
I don't even remember what Gatorade flavor it was.
Yeah, man. All right, so 43 seconds is the champion. Phones are open. We got somebody else? No, not calling in. All right, Tom, you want to take a swing at this?
No.
1 second. 1 second.
Well, hey, listen, we do have, if people need some inspiration for amazing stories, we can play a song that came to us over this week.
Yeah, you want me to dig up that, let's find that Gmail. Oh, wait, hold on. We got a number of people who want to play Don't Get Brody'd. Here we go. Ryan's on the line. And go. Ryan Alcott.
Brody.
I got to find. Here we go. You don't even get Brody'd. You get.
That's fair, because you shouldn't get Brodied if it's possibly a technology problem, but you will get cried at by a dove.
Yeah, correct.
You'll make the doves cry.
Yeah, caller. You're on the air.
Isn't dead. Well, hello there. I'm just a passerby, and
I mean, this. By the way, that was an effective gamble, because I assume what he was thinking is that we love that song so much that we might just let it play just to listen to
43
it for
seconds.
the entire time. Yeah. Ben's on the line. What's up, Ben?
Hey, I got a story about the first time I saw boobs. And every guy knows this story, remembers it by heart. And I don't mean the time that you got your parents' VHS copy of oh, crap. Can I start over?
Yay! Call back in. 21 seconds. Nice try. All right, here we go. We got Ryan again. Ryan, give it another try.
Okay, so here's the deal. I had a girl over. She was quite a bit younger than me. And man, did she have some tits. They were good looking. Okay, we have a good night. Everything's going okay. I'm going, fuck you, jury.
Boy, I'm over here
I
giving
love Ryan so much. I just love him. He is my favorite. Just for this reason, he is all of my friends at once. A fucking million times.
Just as friends in superposition.
Okay,
All right.
I think.
All right, I got a girl. She's a lot younger than me. Also, she's got great dick.
See, he's making the
Anyway,
doves cry.
fuck you for laughing, man.
All right, we got Ben. Try it again. Ben, you're back on. Don't screw it up.
All right, I'm going to tell you the story of the first time I saw boobs. And every guy knows this story, remembers it by heart. So I'm in the 8th grade, right?
Yeah, come on, you got to get to the point faster.
All right, call back, but
And leave
next
out
time
the-
in a British accent.
Pretend to be someone else, and we'll totally buy it.
Yeah. All right.
The primer story. Yeah. We, something to get the mood set, right?
Yeah. No. By the way, it's in the doc. I put the link in the doc.
Oh, great. I'm going to open it over
I
here
say
so
it?
it has its own independent volume control.
Sorry, my wife is showing me pictures of herself with Muppets.
Of course she is. Like
from
actual
work today.
Muppets?
Yeah, Rolf the dog, for one.
Wow.
Man, I'm so jelly.
I'll tell you what. That YouTube creator space, magic's happening.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, man.
Not the kind of bullshit that we
Just
brag about
like
no one
jumping
tell
up,
it.
yeah.
Not that kind of bullshit magic. I mean actual magic.
All right. So we got this. What was the setup for this? I remember you riffing on it, but I don't remember how we got here.
Well, we were telling the story of me flailing wildly on stage with
Oh, that's right. During Tropics' set.
during Tropics is said at South by So Wasted, and so I was just this is basically me talking about flailing and also like imitating the kind of music that was being played.
Well, let's hear it.
making it hop.
Hey man, here's some stuff. Oh, wasn't that great? Who's partying?
Killed it, bro.
Yeah, like a tonic song. Come on, sing this song. Yeah, like a tonic song. Come on, sing this song.
I'm on stage. I have a mic in my hand.
What can I talk? What's funny? What's funny? I don't know. Dogs, taxes. I pooped myself.
Drops a fat beat.
Dicks, dicks, pussies, dicks. Dicks, dicks, pussies, dicks. Hey, you guys, it's such an awesome party. I'm gonna go get a beer. Walking through the bar, trying to get a beer. What?
Hitler on a pogo stick. Hitler on a pogo stick.
Eat a bag of dicks too hard.
This is the moment you realize that you signed a contract without reading the fine print.
Dude, that's Stephen Cogswell, who blew our minds with the death metal MC Allergy album, and we have Ryan trying for a third time.
Dubs cry.
Dubs him.
Dubs him? I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Dub him real quick.
Sorry. Try again.
Shit. All right. So, listen. I guess we'll leave the phone lines.
We'll leave it open.
If we want to call in, but right now we got ourselves a real strong champion. I see Juano in the chat room is like, "Hey man, I'm gonna call in. Just don't fucking Brody me in the first 5 seconds. It's up to you, bro."
Yeah, you gotta just make it past.
Brody'd.
I know. How about this? There's only one Juan that can fucking solve that problem. That's you.
There's only one Juan, or there's only Juan person. Somebody's saying, Mech is saying, "Coo this man."
By the way, Juanbo says, I did call you bro to me in 5 seconds. Whose fault is that?
Yeah, man.
Sounds
Look,
like a you
that
problem.
horse is still staring you right in the face, and it's
Not a
bobbing its
me.
head up and down, and it's saying, "You want to get back on? Come on."
Sounds like an Usted
I'm
problem.
looking at you.
That's not a
Juanos. Looking at you. You want on? You better get on that horse, motherfucker. I am sitting here mocking you. Every head bob is making fun of you. So there. I am a deer who thinks he's a horse. I may, in fact, be a moth.
I love the idea that like you're so Texas that you think the deer's a horse. It's just a strange breed of horse.
No, I was using the get up back on the horse metaphor, and the only thing I had
No,
loaded
no,
was...
I got
Oh,
you.
wait, hold on. We have somebody calling. Who could it be? Caller, you're on the air.
You taunt me, I'm calling back. Hey, so I'm in the 8th grade, and I'm in a crafts class, and why that sounds boring, we were going to make a really cool project with a pinhole camera. It's kind of a technology from the 1800s, the original how you build a camera and stuff like that.
Sure.
There's some pretty hot 9th grade girls who totally thought that this was impossible. It would not work. So a little bit of back and forth happened, and then we got them to agree that they were so sure it wouldn't work that they would flash the camera for us.
Oh my God.
Never has a group of 8th grade boys ever paid so close attention in class and tried to build something so perfect. So the day came, and we went outside to take pictures. They were getting a little bit of cold feet. And so they had one of their friends take the pictures for them, one of their girlfriends. We had to step back for a second and kind of be from the side, but it was okay because we knew we would have the perfect souvenir in just a few minutes. So we stepped back to the side, they took the pictures, we got our cameras, we went to the dark room, and there was a flurry of activity. Everybody was saying, "Oh man, do it right, don't mess it up, don't mess it up." And we all gathered around as the picture began to slowly appear, as it began to develop, and we were getting so excited. There were some blobs showing up. It's almost boobs, it's almost boobs. And then it stayed blobs. Sorry, guys.
Oh, dude, you know what? I'm gonna give him full credit because he held us on for 1 minute and 32 seconds. He was the champion of today's episode of Don't Get Brody'd. We do have a last minute entry that I'm gonna pick up because of his awesome avatar.
Boobs, not blobs.
All right, last minute caller, what you got?
That was the best avoidance of child porn ever.
Well, you know, Mr. Jones, I do believe we all want a free and fair economy, Mr. Jones.
I asked him to call in a British accent, and he totally did.
That's amazing. Well done. All right, man. Are we going to take a trip down into the projects?
Well, yeah. So real quick before we do that, we have a bit of a situation that you guys might have been following along. Brian and I are horrific businessmen. We're not good at business. We don't go to the business factory.
We're barely men. I mean, business and men. You would think we would either be business or men.
No,
we're neither.
we are playboys.
Oh, damn it. Let me just throw that in there. It's not going to load in time. Fuck. Yeah. No, that was very well put.
Trying to throw a coup in there?
No, I was going to throw a winner stinger, but it's not loading because of networks. That's great.
So
though.
here's the deal. We
there it is. It finally shows up lately. It's like you order a pizza. It's like you click on it and play it and you get the spinning thing and you're like, it'll be here in 20.
Yeah.
It should have that fucking Domino's loading bar of like, we got your order. Like, we're preparing your sound effect.
Have you that Domino's thing? I don't care what you say. The metal theme for that, I just love turning it on and then from the other room.
Did I tell you about going to Domino's?
No. By the way, if you're not familiar, you select like a death metal thing or Iron Maiden looking theme, and then you leave your computer on, and then after you've placed your order, like randomly 10 minutes later, you hear your pizza's getting made. Your pizza's getting made.
So I have a back-to-back trip between Austin and Ann Arbor. Ann Arbor is one of the major headquarters of Domino's Pizza. The night before I leave, I'm hanging with Brian at his house. We order a Domino's Pizza, and as excited as he just explained it to you, he explains it to me, and we both enjoy this very funny little animation thing at Domino's Pizza. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be great because I'm going to Domino's World Headquarters tomorrow, and I'm going to tell them how funny I think that their animation is. So I go, and I'm like, oh my God. And this is during my introduction. I have 80 people in front of me, and it is in like a room like Wolf of Wall Street. Like I'm just like standing on top of like a thing, and I'm like, hey, we're going to get ready to do this thing. It's the Go game, yada, yada, yada. By the way, I got a Domino's Pizza last night. And it was great because it had this heavy metal theme. And it was like, your pizza's ready to get made. Silence.
Oh.
Nobody has any idea what the fuck
you
I'm talking.
look out and it's just...
Exactly. I heard adults cry, Brian. It is just like a fucking crazy. I was gonna say a train crash, but no, it was a crane crash.
One of those things that builds skyscrapers just fell over.
I just figured it was a bird just running into a window.
Yes, that was the bird. The crane crash.
Hold on.
I made that sound. Oh, it was so embarrassing.
We have a Skype call from Old Prospector who's trying to get in here.
I guess we better take it.
Yeah, all right. Old Prospector, you're on the air.
Who this man?
Once upon a time in the projects, yo.
All right, let's get into Once Upon a Time in the Projects, Brian.
Yeah, apparently we're spinning so many plates that we have to have a whole segment that we're now calling Once Upon a Time in the Projects. And what's first on our project's agenda, Justin?
When are we releasing The Journey?
Oh, no, wait, we got to talk about why we're playboys and not businessmen.
Oh, shit, yeah, no. So, we suck dick at fucking invoicing people. So we went to NESCOM and we're like, hey, can you invoice people? Because we're too busy sucking his dick. And he's like, sure, that's great. So he is now dealing with all of our invoices with MailRoute and Squarespace. MailRoute, and we can't talk a lot about it, but they are about to unveil a offering that will completely change their business.
The game is about to be changed.
They're
You
going
thought
on
you
Penn
knew
and Teller's show?
You thought you knew MailRoute. You knew mails getting routed.
Oh my.
And so they basically just need to shut off like certain advertising streams. We are one of them. They are always in the sainted millions in the waiting for or looking for a city sense for our show. But
Here at
MailRoute ads are
MailRoute,
going
we've
away for a
developed an amazing technology that takes vas deferens cells and uses seminal fluid in order to bind tiles together. Welcome to MailRoute.
But how could this have been done?
Spam is getting the help it needs.
I'm glad you enjoyed that, Justin. That was just for
Oh my
you.
God, it was great. And you should see their caulking options.
Yeah. So anyway, they're gonna press pause on their campaign with us, and I'm sure they'll be back at a future time.
Squarespace is still rolling with us, and they might take over for the whole slate, but we're talking to them. But yeah, so just so you know, we're invoicing our ads, and also once we invoiced, one of our ads dropped out, and you wonder why we don't invoice our ads.
Funny what happens when you try to charge. Yeah, well, and we're sure they'll be back. But the good news is that we're going to have advertising openings. So if you guys have a small business, reach out to, well, not me and not you, Justin.
Oh God, no! If you have a small business, good luck. Go with God. Vaya con Dios.
No,
Go to the Small Business Administration.
Why don't we sell an ad? Do you just want to say what we were charging? Can we just put that on Front Street?
I don't want to
Not right
go
now.
through. Man,
No.
you do not have to deal with just selling ads a la carte like I did with.
No.
with- man.
Not you and me. Not you and me. We got a guy. Our ad department.
You just
We
gotta
got a
call
guy.
the ad department.
Neshcom@gmail.com. Let them know.
I can't in good conscience wish that on somebody.
Come on, bro. I mean, all right.
No, we have Diamond Time. Diamond Time, you can shout stuff out. All right, if you really have something that you really, really want to get your rocks off about, email Neshcom. Well, what's Neshcom's email?
Neshcom in the chat just said, Christ.
Looking for a city.
Let's just say, if you got 3 digits to spend, then we'd love to have your ad. And
I mean, come on, we can't. Like, it's not worth it to Neshcom. Like,
okay, all right. I'll take it. Oh no,
Neshcom and Gmail. Like, listen, if you really got something that you have an ad budget for, you work at a company that already has an ad budget, then look them up. But to be honest, I don't think we're gonna have open slots for long because I think Squarespace is gonna take all of them, and that's fine.
Yeah.
All right, so that's we're good at ads, but also we're bad at ads. Hooray!
All right, so let's talk about the journey.
Oh wait, hold on, wait a minute, Brian. Let's start our news segment.
Once upon a time in the projects, yo.
When's the journey coming out?
Oh man, I tried to time that with the music. It was gonna be great. Okay, so the journey's ready to go, and the problem is we distributed the previous version or the Diamond Club on Vook, but Vook's changed their thing. So I guess that's really on me. That's in my lap.
What was the problem with Vook? Vook's now like, yo, yeah, you can release through us, but we draw a picture of a dick on every page.
No. I mean, I'm sure
it's the one dick per page guarantee.
Here, let me
business on it.
Let me refer you to my agent, Old Prospector, who just called in. Old Prospector.
Well, I stubbed my damn toe on the damn machine, and this shit ain't working up.
Old Prospector sound like Bill Cosby's Spector.
Old Prospector is allowed to call in whenever he wants, by the way. That guy's so salty. That sound like Bill Cosby.
I was digging for the pudding pops.
So when do you think? Do you think April, May, June, July, August, September,
You know what?
October, November, December?
why don't
These
we-
are the months of the year. These are the
Yes.
months of the
Here's
year.
what- here's
Fill
what
them
we
with
do.
joy and cheer the months of the year.
Here's what we do. Let's commit right now. If we get it in the next week, it's almost a certainty that we'll be able to release on 420. We always do a hilarious thing on 420. This could be our 420 prank where we recommend it to all of our stoner friends, and they read it and they're like, "That book was so good, it blew my mind."
We do have a tradition on 420 because we released Night Attack 2 on 420, right? There was the one time on 420 that we just read the entire script of Tech News Today.
Oh, that's right. That's right. We did our special. Do you remember that, Tom?
Yes, I forgot all about that.
That was great. If only because we did it totally straight. We never made reference to it. And it was only so we could totally freak out at least one person whose entire day was getting high and watching Twit Live. We had more than one people say like, "No, for real, I was that guy." And I was so freaked out.
Man, I was about to start naming names. I was going to say, congratulations.
You.
All right, so the journey, maybe 420, unless we forget, which is an excusable thing on 420.
Yeah, sure. Let's talk about...
All right, Brian, next. Oh, wait, hold on. Here we go. Yep.
It's morning time in the projects, yo.
Live shows, man. You want to have them? You want to do them?
So lay out how this came to be.
Well, we were talking about doing like an actual tour. We were wondering if it was possible to just put together like, I don't know. It's weird.
No, this isn't the tour idea.
Wait, which one? Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Which live shows is this?
We had a good show, and then all of a sudden, I get a text from Brian about 2 hours later, and he's like, "Hey, man, we got this new goal about how you're going to be in this city or I'm going to be in this city. What if we, did a live show without being on the road at a convention, and we actually did, a live show in Austin, a live show in Oakland. So instead of
that's right. Like while we're out there in the same space, just four wall, hang a shingle and say, "Hey, man, we're going to record. We're going to try to be funny."
We thankfully, either of us lives in like Boise or something, like both of us live in places that has, sizable, audiences, potential audiences of people who go to shows like this, and a plethora of small little venues that we could take advantage of. The question is, I think to the audience, would they want us to just do a Night Attack show? Would they want it to be part of, would they want it to be the one show that we're live for instead of being live in studio?
Here's what I suspect they would want is, if you're going to pay money at the door to see a show, and maybe we wouldn't charge, that's an easy way to get away with not being very good. I would imagine that what we could
just
do...
pay for the venue, unless you got a free venue.
Yeah, well... here's my point is I suspect that what they would want is polished, rehearsed material. And there are, you and I tend to get in this headspace where we insist that everything has to be new and fresh constantly and never repeat a thing or whatever. But it's like, I'll bet we can dig out like a story or two each that we've told enough and we both know how to play, support for the other person on. A couple of rando exercises where we just explore a space, and then maybe a crowd bit, like the live Don't Get Brody'd is freaking rad, mainly because people stand up instead of trying to call in and then having their doves cry.
Yeah, I mean, I would say, if I think that's certainly a way to go. I do think that the thing that has developed in our favor is that like storytelling shows or like improv shows that aren't like, I need a name. Greg, and he's a dentist. Hi, I'm Greg the dentist. Those kind of improv shows.
Yes, and
like those have proliferated. And there's plenty of podcasts that do live shows that are people interacting with the audience. But I guess here's my biggest question to Chat Realm. Would you like this to be something that is like what the show is, or would you like it to be something different that Brian and Justin would work on that you would like to see? Like, that's really the big question that I have is because I don't know to be honest with you, like I'd have no idea what the fuck people would want more, you know?
Yeah, man. People are saying like Dragon Con, etc. Vote for
Dragon
more like
Con
the
would
show.
just be the show. We do an episode of the show, except it's me and Brian up on stage, and we can do a little bit more audience interaction.
Although this could be like the Night Attack Live album that we did at Dragon Con, which was just
Nerdtacular. You did that at Nerdtacular 2 years ago, right?
And Dragon Con.
And Dragon Con.
We did both. Yeah.
That was fun, and so is watching the live show. So I would like both of them. Can you please do both? Thanks.
Neshcom very realistically points out that we can't just create a Night Attack album every time.
Well, no, but that's where you were talking about doing polished material. You could like pull out. You could do the published albums, segments from those live, and then sell the albums.
Yeah. Bob McBob says just do it like the show. Otherwise, it's the same act in each city, and it isn't quote-unquote special. Each show is different. It will be easier for us, too. I certainly resonate with the last half. All right. Well, I guess...
Just know, here's the two things to take away from it. A, this is more real than it has ever been in the history of me and Brian ever talking about it, for which we've probably talked about it on and off for about a year and a half.
Yep.
And B, some version of it happens at 2,500 on Patreon.
Yeah.
Like, so this is not a fucking sales pitch. This is just, we are going to be in the same city. And also it probably means that we'll do Hearth and Oats once a month. Let's go.
Oh my God, that's right.
What is Hearth and
Project?
Body was...
You mean the game.
Body was asleep when we were doing Hearth and Oats. She doesn't know about...
it put me to sleep.
It put you to sleep?
Yes.
I don't know. Stare silently at a large picture of Pol Pot seems to be leading the early straw poll.
Hey,
you don't think we should do Hearth and Oats live?
Dude, that would actually be a blast. We get booked at BlizzCon.
Oh my God, dude! Just everybody in the room just going.
All right.
So the Merritt tapes. When do we begin the Merritt tape?
Well, we already did. We already recorded it. We got to figure out when we're going to do
But I mean, like now we're into post. We're into post.
Yeah. Shall we spin the wheel?
I think we should sell them to Netflix.
I have a folder labeled Night Attack 4, and I'm gonna click here.
All right.
I'm gonna click here, a track labeled, and finally the black one. And we're gonna wait a little bit for it to load because we just ordered a pizza.
3, 2, 1.
And finally, there's the black one, and many more. Oh my God!
We're talking about the Easter egg, right?
Feel free to play that again because I had to let in your friend of mine, PD Rave.
Oh well, here. Let's.
PD Rave.
3, 2, 1.
And finally, there's the black one. And all right.
I'm just wondering.
Man, that's so much more racist when you don't have the preamble. There's an entire preamble for it.
I say we just leave it the way it is.
I'm wondering, Petey Rave was in Austin, and we didn't get graced with his presence.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. He hates us.
Well, maybe next time you should have the premiere weekend of professional wrestling happen right by your house.
Yeah. Just think about that.
No.
Straight cold busted. Hey, man, let's dive back in. We got another important issue. Play the sounder.
Oh, shit. Yeah, okay. We have another project.
Once upon a time in the projects, yo.
Summer movie draft.
Yeah, man, that's got to happen fast. Do we reach out to the commissioner, Dan Dirks? People are saying that they
He's ready to go. The big question is either we do this next week and scrape everything up, or and involve Fast and the Furious 7, Paul Walker's dead, or we just say, you want to know what? Fuck Paul Walker and his shitty movie, and we just we wait and have, I think Avengers would then be the first movie, and we have a little bit more time to put it together.
I say let's just go straight next week. Next week is going to be the movie draft. We'll settle on teams. We'll all show up. I mean, is there any reason not to?
Schedules. I mean, because the thing is like we just got to make sure that we have everybody that like wants to be part of it.
I mean, here's the thing. Our historical problem has been that we have too many people interested in playing. And so last year we solved it by doing teams. If we don't have enough to do teams of 2 for everyone, we could just have singletons.
Oh, no. Oh, we have plenty. Because I think even with teams, we are looking at not having people that would otherwise like to do it. The other thing is like we need to, much like Silicon Valley, we need to add some females because we literally had 0 last year.
Yeah, well, I mean,
we had 1. We had Jenny, right? You and Jenny were on a team, right, Tom?
Correct.
Yes, last summer, right?
Last summer.
Correct.
But Veronica's interested. Look, we can get female.
Christy wants to be in.
Oh, Christy Cates is definitely in. Yeah. So
well, who's her teammate?
Well, let's figure that all out. Here's what we do: is tomorrow we'll thread.
Well, I guess the other thing is if we gave Allie or Shy Guy or both like a month to actually do stuff, that means like the draft could actually be a more listenable episode than it is if like we do it every time where we just give them 4 days to come up with 30 fucking jingles.
I mean, we could make that happen right away. I mean, I don't know.
Oh wait, when is? I might also just be fucking this entire thing up. When is Paul Walker goes for a joyride?
God damn.
Wow, March 27th.
That's 3 days from now. So there's no way we're making it in time.
So next month we do the thing.
People are saying.
Oh
April
wait,
3rd.
I'm sorry. That's an early release. April 3rd is the actual release date.
All right.
For Furious 7.
Well, then that sounds to me like we can make this happen. We can roll this together in a week. Just who's interested? Let's go.
Well, who do we want?
Let's not decide now. We'll take whoever we can get.
This is once upon a time in the project.
The invites go out to Scott Johnson, to Brian Ibbett, to Padre SJ, to Felicia Day, to Veronica Belmont, to Jeff Canada, to Anthony Carboni, to did I mention Scott Johnson? To Christy Cates gets an invite. And basically, it's like, show up, man. Who's in? Let's go. Hell yeah, we'll put Chad in there too. OMG Chad could do it. I do very much.
Chad makes $50 billion an episode on Tuesdays. Right now, if we just turned on Chad's channel, he is making fucking $1 million. In fact, that should be our next bit. Let's just watch Chad and play the dove sound.
Okay, hold on. Twitch.tv /OMG Chad. Let's see what he's got here. Wednesday night chatting. What's Chad up to offline?
Oh, and look how much money he's making offline.
Subscribe for $4.99. Wow. Dun, 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 dun. He is making money.
Oh, wait,
on
Chad doesn't do Tuesdays anymore?
I don't know. Maybe if we subscribed, we'd be able to see it.
Oh, shit. If Chad doesn't do Tuesdays, then he should definitely come on.
All right, well, good. See? Look at me. Fixing problems. That's what I do.
So here we go. Movie draft next week. Movie draft will be next week. Andrew Zarian wants to be in. I mean,
he gets an invite.
We'll figure it out.
We're going to get...
We have one more to go, Brian!
Once upon a time in the projects, yo.
It's a little bit of my DJ cutting.
Sarah Lane, of course. Yes, Sarah Lane will receive an invite. And I expect that she'll have no restrictions on being able to join us.
Well, she won't have to ask anybody. No, she'll have to ask herself when she doesn't.
Crunch base.
Oh, by the way, hey, big
friend.
shout out. Everybody, can you subscribe or do you just go to TechCrunch? Like, what is the deal with
everybody watch?
Just go to TechCrunch.com, click on videos, and then watch Sarah Lane because the new show is awesome and it's really fun to see her do it.
Yeah, it was really good.
You kind of get the sense that this is maybe the most natural I think I've seen Sarah Lane since like Tech TV.
It's Crunch Report is the name of the show you want to watch, but it usually comes up right away. There she is. It's amazing.
No, she's fucking awesome. I love
kicking ass.
You can tell she is glowing from how little she has to drive every day.
Well, and how natural it is to interact with folks like formerly Sir Mix-a-Lot. Now, what's he called? Like the Mix guy?
No, he's just Sir Mix. He's just Mix.
Just Mix, right.
I will
Tom
say,
Mix.
like, and Tom, you know this probably better than everybody, how much Sarah Lane hated driving.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Like, it was, like, the fact that she showed up on a televised medium and wasn't just shooting flames from her eyeballs is a tribute to her professionalism.
Absolutely.
Because that is the magma fucking hatred that she had for driving an hour back and forth.
Every drive was an adventure for her, too, because the car she had at the time, like, didn't have an undercarriage. I'm not kidding you.
Isn't that like an Austin's Powers thing?
Yeah.
All right, so there we go. Everybody check out techcrunch.com/video/crunch report. Here's our final project, Brian. Lincoln Express. What the hell are we doing with this thing?
Dude, we are recording it in installments. However, this last one, and I cannot access right now who it was that put together the amazing Lincoln Express, but I bet I can look it up right now if I type in Lincoln Express and then click on this and look at the link, and then I can read
Maybe you're
it.
too much like my father.
James Geee put together the amazing one. I don't want to put it on him to make it an amazing polished version of Chapter 2, but we would like to see these polished by somebody if they can make that happen.
Well, here's the thing. I think our job is not to like wait for someone to do it installment by installment, but rather to continue to do them. I think this would be a great way to end a live show.
Yeah. Of course, we'd have to yell at everyone when they clap. I'm like, shut up, you're ruining it. There's no crowd in this scene.
Oh, you just do all the crowd scenes.
All right. A mishmash of random stuff. Waffleophagus points out that also we promised to do a Euro-timed episode.
Hold on,
as
Brian.
well.
That's a whole nother project. Let's set it up.
Once upon a time in the projects, yo.
Do we want to set maybe? Do you want to do the 420 episode on your own time?
Yeah. No, that's all right. That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Do we have? Wait, is it on? What is? Do you actually do an episode on 420?
I don't know. Yeah, that's like days and days in the future.
I don't know, man. I don't even know.
Monday night, Monday, April 20th. So we could do
shit.
Cord Killers, and it would technically be the late evening of 420. It would be Tuesday at like 4 a.m. It would be.
Oh shit!
So it would technically
That's a pretty
be
good
late.
idea.
So it would
420.
be a morning show
Here.
a 420 morning show.
Yeah.
Mind
right.
if I roll show?
All right. So we'll do a Euro time. We never said it was going to be at 7 p.m. or 10 p.m. We're going to do a Euro-friendly timed show on 420.
Oof. All right. That works. Maybe late 420. Man, are we done with projects? Did we make this happen?
Yeah, we still have the start at Spelling Bee, but to be honest with you, I can't remember who was in the lead. So we'll do that on the next Once Upon a Time in the Project.
Hey,
Yeah, right on.
I got a project idea.
Uh-oh. That's
To
good,
add
because
to
we
the
need more
doc.
projects.
Fuck, Bonnie, Jesus, wait a minute.
Yeah, you don't just get to... There's parliamentary procedures here.
Upon a time in
I'm
the
just curious if we're
projects,
doing a
yo.
summer music series again.
Oh, summer music series? I'll tell you what, people are asking us to bring Mike TV back, and I think that can happen, like, very
Well, we got
soon.
like Mike TV. We got
Dude.
the Possum Posse.
I'll tell you what.
We got Tay Allen in the area.
We've got Ali Spagnola. We got Professor Shy Guy.
Oh yeah, because we have a satellite. So
Yeah. That's what I'm doing. Yeah.
Old John Smokey.
Old John Smokey.
that guy.
Yeah.
So here's the thing with the summer music series is we have effectively recreated like our studio system right? Like now I am in an awesome looking studio, like that matches with Brian's better than it used to at Twit, right? But what we don't have is a great performance space like we had with Twit and like jibs that move and shit like that. So it's like the big key is like, where do we have these people perform? Like, what
space do we go into? Yeah.
Here's my thought. Do we have them perform live for us during the show, or do we like record them and play special for Night Attack performances on the show?
I think that sounds like a problem they could work out if they want to be on the show.
Wow.
That's called what? I don't.
It's called file that bullshit under Y for your motherfucking problem.
Exactly.
No, redelegating. That's it.
Redelegating?
Sure, that's a word, right?
No, that's not a word. You're thinking
it is now.
Use that in conversation. Just when you need to pull the ripcord and get the fuck out of there, you just go.
Bonnie, you're really making Duffs cry here. I'll tell you what. People are suggesting, Patreon would probably be delighted to let us use their space, and they are actually like a great music venue because, as it turns out, their CEO is a musician and pays attention to that when they got the chance to build a space.
Oh, sweet.
That would be an issue, or sorry, that would be a solution,
an option. Yeah,
that would be great.
I'll tell you what, that would actually not be a terrible venue for a live show.
Dude, I'm down with all this.
Yeah.
Now you're talking.
I think they would actually have a 4-foot boner to host us.
Really?
But everybody at Reply Patreon and say, hey, would you have a 4-foot boner to host a live show?
Minimum.
Justin and Brian.
Oh.
4 feet. Golly.
Yeah, man.
That's like a party sub. Call Jimmy Johns.
All right, man. Look,
that's it for today.
Let's bust out some real quick diamond time because we haven't done enough of internal bullshit.
Absolutely. Diamond time is where you can write in about your own projects. Oh shit, Brian. You can say to yourself,
once upon a time in the projects, yo.
And shout out whatever you're working on right here on the show. Just go ahead on. Sorry.
Okay.
You can just go ahead on over to reddit.com/r/Diamond Club or diamondclub.reddit.com. The top voted 3 make it into the show. If you don't make it, hell, don't worry about it. Just go ahead and enter it in next week.
Oh, doggone it. Viking Lass's Etsy store. Sunbun here. FYI, I'm a dude with a dick. Sorry, Internet and Brian. I thought Sunbun was a girl. I apologize. Check out April Ness's Etsy store, Spire Art, where she sells Hearthstone pendants, artsy moleskin notebooks, and trees. They're really awesome. Visit tiny.cc/SantaBeard. By the way, Santa Beard, I'm sure, is a veiled reference to the fact that we still haven't bought Santa a proper beard, which we promised we would do.
No, and fucking we don't need to. We don't want Santa to lose the fucking beard like in the 9 months from now until when it happens. Here's the deal. Ashley actually got the first. Apparently, April was making a Hearthstone pendant for Ashley. Everybody on her stream was freaking the fuck out to get one. And so now she is selling them, and you should get them because Ash's looks fucking awesome.
Right on, man. No, I've got an April Ness original as well from the first time she attended one of our shows live. She came out to see the old NSFW show.
I actually do as well. PD, if you can just reach behind that dynamite on the top shelf. Yeah, there we go. Here's an April Ness original. Here we go. It is the original titty balls.
Oh my God. That really is. That is the titty balls. Wow. That's amazing.
So there we go. Go ahead and check that out. That is tiny.cc/SantaBeard. Meanwhile, South by So Wasted swag is available online. You enjoyed watching the shenanigans of South by So Wasted from your favorite comfy chair. Now own that moment in time with a commemorative South by So Wasted button. Now available for online ordering. Not good enough? How about a motherfucking poster, you piece of shit? She didn't write any of that. I just added that. I got wrapped up in it. All is available at bit.ly/SXSOSWAG. That is South by So Swag. If you are listening, shit, I didn't even read that clarification for me, but thank you for putting it there. South by So Wasted buttons and posters are in limited supply, so get yours before they get gone.
Heck yeah. Done and done.
And these things are actually awesome. So, like, they have a bottle opener. It's just like a button, you know? So you just toss that in your pocket, head out to the bar, popping bottles all good goddamn night.
No lie. I used mine tonight.
Aw, hell yeah.
Look at that.
There it is.
How would you describe that design there, Brian? Nailed it. Diamond Stone Online.
Wait, what? Hold on. Wait, I'm sorry. I'm this excited about Diamond Stone Online. Wait, what is it?
Well, listen, man. Click on that link, which he didn't make readable.
Wow. So it looks like there's going to be a version of Hearthstone with the Diamond Club.
The process of writing an online Diamond Stone engine. Stay tuned for further updates. Proposed features include audio sound bites for each card and chat realm versus host mode. I need your help, however. We need a short couple seconds of audio bites for the cards when they enter play. Jury Facts or one of the other creators should have Google Drive ready. Unfortunately, I'm working on this week's show. Catch you around. So,
Justin, I'm cutting you off. That's as much as we'll talk about this. We'll make it happen. We won't discuss it any farther. We have some folks who don't cotton. We have some paying folks who don't cotton to us talking about our H addiction.
Man. You start getting hooked on H, and the next thing you know, everybody's like, you have a family. You shouldn't be doing so much H.
Yeah, right? We're like, God, but it's just the greatest thing. We just want to talk about it all the time. But we won't. So that's Diamond Time. Don't forget to head on over to diamondclub.reddit.com and post your projects so we can shout them out and wear fancy top hats because we're independently funded by you.
Hell yeah, dude. And thank you again to everybody for not only submitting their own stuff, but also keeping the Diamond Club community so rich and prosperous.
Tom, man, I didn't mean to stop the show to masturbate for 20 minutes straight and make you watch.
I didn't notice, but I hope it was enjoyable for you.
What are you up to these days?
Daily Tech News Show is daily about tech news and a show. So I'm not lying when I named it. Check it out if you want some Daily Tech News, dailytechnewsshow.com. And, of course, cordkillers.com. With Brian Brushwood and myself, we will tell you about all the things that you can watch on the internets and how to watch the stuff you want to watch and kill the cords. And I believe that Justin Robert Young and I are going to be planning some FSL Tonight season coverage for the 2015 season. Very much looking forward to seeing what the Cheyenne Mountain Gators are going to do this year.
Cheyenne Mountain Gators. What franchise are they from?
That would be similar to the Stargate franchise, I would guess, if I were to guess. But I mean, they're an actual real sports team there, Justin. Obviously.
Yeah.
Like a gate.
Gators. Get it. Got it. Wow.
And then the Los Angeles Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes, and Guardians of the Galaxy. That's great. Gaters, not Gators.
No, listen, if you ain't familiar with FSL, just Google it. Try to figure it out. If it makes sense to you, it's going to be your favorite thing in the world. If it doesn't, then literally forget about it immediately because, it's just not your thing and it's never going to be your thing. For those of you who are into it, Tom, do you feel like this about any other podcast that you do, that it's like, I am fully comfortable with FSL just being an acquired taste that is adored by 15 people, and that's it. It makes those 15 people so fucking happy that it's all I need.
And we are 2 of those 15 people.
Exactly. There are only 13 people that aren't us.
Yeah. Exactly. Also, I'd be remiss, Theater Monkey's telling me I should mention that I've got a new novel out, Citadel 32, TomMerrittBooks.com. If you would like a post-apocalyptic story about a moon base that was cut off after everything went to shit on Earth, you might be interested in reading it.
Oh, yeah. Whoa. Hey, real quick, man. I think we mentioned it on Cord Killers, but I read recently from a post, I believe Sergeant Muffin said that we're up to like 5,000 installs of the Diamond Club Roku app.
Very nice.
Did you guys catch any of those reviews in the wild of like just people like, oh, have you not seen this?
No.
Let's see.
Oh shit, man, this sounds dangerously like.
Once upon a time in the projects, yo.
I couldn't load it. Can somebody give me the link to that?
Oh, also, let me go ahead and shout out. 10 years ago, there was founded a show called Buzz Out Loud. On that show, it was comprised of the following people: Veronica Belmont, professional Game of Thrones red carpet hostess. Former New York Times columnist Molly Wood, who is now in more prosperous fields in a medium that has an actual future, radio. And, of course, your friend and mine, Thomas Merritt. You guys are celebrating the 10-year anniversary of what I would consider to be the grandfather of them all in terms of daily tech podcasts at the Hack 5 Studios this Sunday. What time is that happening?
12:30 Pacific, 3:30 Eastern time. The tickets are all gone if you live in the Bay Area, but you can watch it online. We're going to have it on the special events channel of Alpha Geek Radio for listeners. We'll have it on YouTube streaming live, and of course we'll slap it up there on Diamond Club TV. I'm guessing somehow, or maybe Brick Slap. And Hack 5 will be streaming it as well.
It's going to be great. I think I'm going to make it up there to be there live because I don't need a ticket because I'm a big shot. And also, listen, I know the code to the door. Also, Jason Howell will be there
yes.
as well. So I think it's going to be great.
We'll have Natalie Morrison on the phone. I don't know who else is locked in for sure. We've got some guests going to call in. People like who used to be listeners in Buzz Out Loud land, Buzztown, like Ayaz Akhtar, for instance.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, it's gonna be super fucking awesome. And the best part about it is of everybody that we named, the winner of that match goes on to face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania.
Right. No, it was amazing that we were able to make that happen, and I hope I don't win.
Today we're going to take a look at the Diamond Club TV, a new Roku channel that recently came out. It offers great long-form content for different podcasts and live streams of different content. They have a lot of shows like Night Attack, Cord Killers, the Daily Tech News Show by Tom Merritt. Great content there. They have audio podcasts like My So-Called 8-Bit Life, and a really large collection of different shows, archived ones here. You can also check out their live streams. They have a music video channel that shows different music videos, continuously strolling. Great kind of old MTV type feel to it. They also have audio shows here that you can stream live, and then different video podcasts included. So if you're a big fan, especially of Cord Killers or the Daily Tech Show, I highly recommend this. It's a great ability to watch it live on your Roku, since the live from YouTube doesn't stream to Roku's like it does to a Chromecast. But it also is a great way to discover other shows. They seem to be regularly adding additional shows to this. The play quality
Man, it's great that the responsible constable was able to put this review together for us.
No pre-roll ads when I tested this out, which is nice. I hate when you're getting into a pre-roll ad that's longer than the clip. No issue here. As you can see, the content, this one's a 51-minute episode about technology. So it's great long-form content. Highly recommend it. They also have cord killers. If you're a cord cutter, highly recommend checking out this weekly show. It's all about canceling cable and getting out.
I would like to point out for the audio listeners that he hits play on a Cord Killers episode, and it begins with the that particular episode begins with a dude in a tinfoil hat playing Game of Thrones.
Theramin.
Theramins. So, and he very quickly cuts away from it. It's like he starts to show it, and he sees this. As he's bragging about our content,
It's a really great show about Theramins. Sorry about what
I just see somebody in the chat room that just yells, "Sounds like farting." Perfect.
And then meanwhile,
Brian,
go
one
ahead.
day we will honor your legacy, and when we do, it will only be with theramins and melodicas.
And
I wish that there was something that made me as happy as theramins and melodicas make you. It is an instant smile for my pal Brian Brushwood.
dude, is there somebody out there who has a theremin, or I guess you can use the Bebop or the Bebot app on your iPhone, but I would love to get a theremin version, slightly off key, of our end of the evening song. That's all I.
Not attack. I'm allergic to bees.
Oh my God, this is the best idea we've ever had.
All right, Tom, everybody can find you at Ace Detect, and if you don't know how to spell it, literally go fuck yourself, because if he wanted you to know, he would have made his @reply Tom Merritt. Brian, you have anything else going on?
No, man, I got nothing outside of thank you to everyone. We got caught up on a lot of promises today, man.
Dude, well, no, Brian, they weren't promises. They were...
Once upon a time in the projects, yo.
Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. All right, man. Look, hey, thanks for joining us once again for a fantastic, lovely evening. You were delightful. We thought you looked majestic in the moonlight. We apologize for trying to get to third base a little too quickly.
Oh, my God, dude. Dark Redeemer in the chat room just said, "Oh, I'd record it on my Theramin, but I haven't touched it in years." Like, oh, fucking, you doth protest too much, you Theramin fucking thumbing motherfucker. You better get on that shit immediately. Yeah, man. Hold on.
I'm going to give this a try. Hold on.
I'm allergic to bees. Oh, Justin Robert Young, every time you go, I get so sad that I wanna drink a warm glass of Drano.
Where's my mouse? There you go.
Night attack, night attack, night attack, night attack, night attack. I love you.
Diamond Club hopes you have enjoyed this program.